Russia's full-scale war against Ukraine, Donald Trump's return to the White House, and the new composition of the European Commission. These are the realities in which Poland will begin its presidency of the EU Council on January 1st, 2025, stated Poland's ambassador to the European Union. According to the Prime Minister Donald Tusk, security in Europe is Poland's priority. Therefore, during its EU presidency, Warsaw is ready to actively engage in discussions on potential formats of ending Russia's war against Ukraine.
I really want Poland to be a country that will not only be present, but will set the tone for these decisions, which should bring us security and protect Polish interests. Also, at the beginning of the EU presidency, we will receive the Prime Minister of Great Britain. I will go to Oslo to see the Prime Minister of Norway. The purpose of these visits is to take political responsibility seriously.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk discussed Ukraine's progress towards European integration and the priorities of the EU Council presidency. The sides also agreed on a number of mutual visits to coordinate joint actions. Kyiv's main principle in the negotiations remains the same: not a word about Ukraine without Ukraine.
Today we are in the process of discussing various issues. We must work more, meet more often, and our teams will also be working, which is important. It is still too early to talk about anything specific. Ukraine's positions are clear. It is very important that our partners hear our positions directly from us, not from third parties. Without Ukraine, this peace cannot be just, and any agreements are impossible. Our partners hear this, and I'm very glad that they are understanding and accepting it.
At the same time, Western partners are working on scenarios for ensuring peace in Europe. One of the options is the deployment of an international peacekeeping mission to Ukraine. According to Polish media, the topic will be a key focus during French President Emmanuel Macron's visit to Warsaw.
The essence of the French proposal is a peacekeeping mission that would guarantee the Kremlin does not violate a potential ceasefire and the established demarcation line in the future. An expert from the French Institute of International Relations explains that the mission could consist of 5 brigades, around 40,000 soldiers. Poland could take command of one of them. From a publication by Rzeczpospolita.
The position of the new administration under Donald Trump regarding the end of Russia's war against Ukraine and the establishment of a just peace in Europe has not yet been publicly articulated. The Kremlin has effectively drawn other countries into the war: China, Iran and North Korea, changing the balance of power on the global stage.
If you don't want problems with China, I think you need to be very strong on Russia. If you are truly firm and don't give them what they want, it's more likely you won't face new wars. Kaja Kallas, EU High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, from a speech at Politico P28.
Meanwhile, Budapest continues its attempts to join the negotiation track. The head of Hungarian diplomacy, Péter Szijjártó, recently stated that the country will persist in its so-called peacekeeping mission. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán once again discussed Russia's war against Ukraine with President Putin. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Larisa Petruk, UATV News.